Imagine waking up one day to discover that everything you thought you knew about Venus was based on a huge misunderstanding. What if I told you that artificial intelligence played a significant role in this confusion? Many people don't realize the unsettling consequences of our errors in planetary climate modeling, but these mistakes could reshape our understanding of the universe. You might wonder how an algorithm's mistake could affect our view of a planet millions of miles away. But think about it, what if those same errors are also jeopardizing our understanding of climate change here on Earth? Picture this: an advanced eye is tasked with analyzing Venus' atmosphere and produces data that seems accurate at first. However, if it misinterprets key factors, scientists could be led down a path of incorrect assumptions. The stakes can't be higher. What's truly alarming is that this issue extends beyond Venus. It highlights a larger problem with our reliance on AI to understand complex systems like our own climate. Each time we trust technology without questioning its output, we risk stepping into a world of inaccuracies. Imagine a room full of scientists, all excited about a groundbreaking discovery regarding Venus. Yet beneath that enthusiasm lies a current of doubt and misinformation stemming from my miscalculations. It's like navigating a ship by the stars, only to find that the technology has scrambled their positions. You set sail, only to realize you're heading into uncharted waters. What happens when these inaccuracies affect Earth's climate models? The very algorithms we rely on could send us mixed signals about our future. It's a risky game to believe that just because something is coded, it must be correct. Think about your own life. You trust your GPS to guide you home after a long day. But what if it suddenly directed you straight into a storm? Would you still trust it without question? As the tension rises, it's clear that this isn't just a hypothetical scenario. The reality of AI's role in climate modeling carries serious implications, with effects that could ripple through generations, influencing policies and decisions about our planet. Yet, amidst the chaos, there's a glimmer of hope. Scientists are beginning to recognize these risks and are advocating for human oversight in AI outputs, pushing for collaboration that blends human intuition with machine efficiency. So, what does this mean for you? It means we can reclaim. We should question the data we consume and demand transparency in how it's generated. Next time you hear about groundbreaking findings related to Venus or any other celestial body, take a moment. Consider the journey the data took to reach us. Were mistakes made? Are we placing too much trust in technology? In this digital age where knowledge is easily accessible, the future of our planet may depend on our ability to uncover the misunderstandings lurking in the shadows of artificial intelligence. Stay curious, question everything, and remember, every piece of information carries a responsibility. Are we ready to face that challenge? What if I told you our understanding of climate isn't just flawed, but potentially dangerous? Imagine a future where we misinterpret the very fabric of our planet's atmosphere due to our misunderstandings. This isn't science fiction, it's happening right now. You might think it's just a simple data mix-up or a glitch in algorithms, but these errors could lead to catastrophic consequences, and many of us are blissfully unaware of the unsettling implications of our misunderstandings in climate modeling. Picture this: scientists preparing a major climate report that could shape global policies. But what if the data they're using is based on flawed AI predictions? It might sound far-fetched, but consider the recent projections about Venus. Researchers used AI to model its climate, and the results were startling. What if the algorithms misinterpreted crucial variables? The models suggested extreme heat, but that might only tell part of the story, leading us to draw incorrect conclusions about our own planet. Now let's focus on Earth. You wake up to a news report about a sudden spike in weather extremes, with experts attributing it to rising temperatures. But how much of that is based on accurate models? If I can't identify essential patterns, we're left with a fragmented understanding of reality. Imagine living in a world where the weather is increasingly unpredictable. You plan a family vacation based on what you believe is reliable data, only for a sudden storm to ruin everything. This is just an inconvenience. It highlights a deeper issue lurking beneath the surface. The stakes are even higher for agriculture. Farmers depend on accurate forecasts to plant and harvest their crops. If our models miscalculate rainfall patterns, entire communities could be devastated. Imagine losing not just your harvest, but your livelihood because of a machine's mistake. And here's the kicker: the errors might be built into the very systems we trust. I learns from historical data, but what if that data is flawed from the start? It's like building a house on a shaky foundation. How long can it stand? As the tension builds, consider the long-term consequences. Policies based on faulty models could lead to misguided climate actions. We could invest billions into solutions that ultimately fail while the real issues fester in the background. So what can we do? Awareness is the first step. It's time to question the data we consume. Are we relying too heavily on AI without understanding its limitations? We need to demand transparency in the models that shape our future. As we wrap up, think about this: the next time you hear about climate predictions, ask yourself how those insights were derived. Are we stepping blindly into a future shaped by misunderstandings? The road ahead may be uncertain, but your awareness can make a difference. If you found this thought-provoking, consider subscribing for more insights that challenge the status quo. After all, knowledge is power in a world filled with uncertainty. What if I told you that our understanding of Venus could reshape how we model climate here on Earth? It might sound surprising, but hear me out. The potential fallout from my misinterpretations in planetary climate modeling could be more serious than you think. Imagine this: I designed to predict climate changes misreads crucial signals from other planets. You might dismiss it as just another tech error, but what if those mistakes led us toward disastrous outcomes here on Earth? Here's the kicker: Venus is just a distant planet. It mirrors our own climate challenges. Its extreme heat and thick sulfuric acid clouds hold essential clues we desperately need. If I misinterpret those stress signals, we're not just losing valuable insights, we're putting our future at risk. Relying on advanced algorithms to analyze data from Venus. Suddenly, the eye miscalculates a vital temperature threshold. What does that mean for researchers back on Earth? It could lead to misguided policies or ineffective climate strategies, with consequences that may be massive and often unnoticed until it's too late. Let's pause for a moment. Think about how often technology makes decisions for us, whether in finance, health, or climate. If an AI error produces unreliable data, it could exacerbate the environmental issues we already face. The stakes are incredibly high and time is of the essence. Imagine being a policymaker, burning the midnight oil over climate reports. You trust the data, but what if it's flawed? You implement a plan, believing it will save millions, only to discover later that the signals were misinterpreted. The fallout extends far beyond a simple mistake. It affects economies, ecosystems, and lives. Now, here's the unsettling part: the very technology that's meant to assist us could be the reason for our downfall. As we lean more on AI for answers, the risk of catastrophic misunderstandings increases. It's a paradox that could alter our approach to climate science. Finding a solution isn't straightforward. We need to rethink how we integrate into our understanding of planetary systems. Collaboration between scientists and technologists is crucial for ensuring accuracy, but we also need to stay vigilant, continuously questioning the data we receive. As you ponder this, consider your role. Awareness is the first step toward action. Recognizing the risks associated with our misunderstandings in climate modeling could lead to significant change. So, what will you do with this information? Will you remain an observer, or